Hello, good morning friends. Today we are going to discuss about the gametogenesis. The gametogenesis is a process of formation of the gametes. The gametes formations takes place into the gonads. The male gonad is a testis while the female gonad is a ovary. The testis in case of the mammals is placed out of the abdominal cavity into the scrotal sac, and into this testis the gametogenesis, that is the spermatogenesis, takes place. The scrotal sac, which is placed outside the abdominal cavity, and inside the scrotal sac there is a testis. It is the gross structure of the testis in the cross section. Here the testis is covered with the fibrous connective tissue layer, and this connective tissue sends the septa into the matrix. In these lobules we found that there are a convoluted structure, and this convoluted structure is a seminiferous tubule which is seen into the lobules. Here it is the convoluted tubule called as the seminiferous tubules. Here these seminiferous tubules are open into one side of the testes, and it is called as the rete testis. Here the structure which is seen outside the testis is the epididymis. This epididymis have the head and the tail. Now into this epididymis there is a convoluted structure through which the sperms are traveling, and it comes outside as a tube, and it is the vas deferens. Now if you see the detailed structure of the seminiferous tubule, the seminiferous tubule have the circular structure which are seen into the cross sections. So these seminiferous tubules which are surrounded by the connective tissue, number of seminiferous tubules are seen into the cross sections. Here the seminiferous tubule having the connective tissue membrane, and below to that there is a basement membrane. On the basement membrane there are the two types of the cells, particularly the somatic cells and the germinal epithelium. The somatic cells into this structure of the testis is the Sertoli cell. And here there is the germinal epithelium. The germinal epithelium which are arranged around 8 layers into the mammalian testis, and these cells are into the various stages of development of the spermatogenesis. So here it is the Sertoli cell which is seen. The Sertoli cell, which are the columnar and irregular cells having a large nucleus, and it have the processes, and into these processes the cells are seen to be merged. These are the spermatogenic cells which are seen to be merged into the Sertoli cells. See, these are the germinal cells, or the germinal cells which are enter into the process of spermatogenesis, or they are also called as the spermatogenic cells. These spermatogenic cells which show the process of spermatogenesis, the spermatogenesis which takes place into the various stages. So the various stages of development are seen into the process of spermatogenesis. Here the spermatogenesis, in which we can see the phases, that is at the base there are the cells which are the spermatogonia or spermatogonial cells. So these spermatogonial cells are seen at the base, and these spermatogonial cells undergoes the repeated mitotic division, and so that the number of cells are added into this epithelium. So here they divide and redivide by the simple mitotic division. So this phase is called as the phase of multiplication. This phase is called as the phase of multiplication. Phase of multiplication. So the phase of multiplication, in which the number of cells are added due to the simple mitotic division. Now the cells are added here into this epithelium, and now this spermatogonia, it is the spermatogonia. Now one of the spermatogonia enter into the next phase, that is the phase of growth. That is the phase of growth. So the phase of growth, in which what happened, the growth of this spermatogonia takes place, the deposition of the material takes place, as well as the addition of the cytoplasm takes place, so that the size of the cell increases about double in case of the spermatogenesis. Now here this spermatogonia is converted into the cell what is called as the primary spermatocyte. It is the primary spermatocyte. Now this primary spermatocyte undergoes the next phase, and the next phase is the phase of maturation. Phase of maturation. So into this phase of maturation, the cell, that is the spermatocyte, primary spermatocyte, undergoes the division, and so that these cells, two cells are formed which are smaller, and these cells are called as the secondary spermatocyte. They are called as the secondary spermatocyte. So these secondary spermatocytes are formed due to the reduction division, so that this cell, that is the primary spermatocyte, undergoes the reduction division, that is the meiosis, or the meiotic division takes place. So into this process of meiosis, the doubling of the DNA material takes place. The homologous chromosomes show pairing, and these homologous chromosomes are pairing. Now they are double, and the sister chromatids are formed. Now the chiasma formation takes place. Into this, and the exchange of the material takes place into the non-sister chromatids, into the tetrad. So here it is the tetrad, and into this tetrad the exchange of the genes takes place, and so here the recombination takes place, which is cause of variation into the two gametes. Now here it is the 2n cell, and here now due to the formation of the cells due to the meiotic division, the number of chromosomes are reduced, and here the chromosomes are n in number. That is, the haploid cells are formed. So the secondary spermatocytes are haploid in nature. Now these haploid cells again undergoes one division, and here the 4 cells are formed. These 4 cells are formed due to the second division. Actually, the second division is a simple mitotic division, and due to that, here the 4 cells are formed which are haploid in nature. So these cells are now called as the spermatids. These cells are called as the spermatid. So these spermatids, so we can see here from the single spermatocyte, what happened? We get the 4 spermatids. So actually these 4 spermatids are the cells which are the simple cells, but they are not able to carry out the function of the sperm. So these spermatids have to undergo a specific changes into itself so as to act as the sperm. Because if you see the structure of the sperm and the function of the sperm is an active and motile cell. While if you see the structure of the spermatid, it is not active as well as the motile, because it is very simple cell. Now here, so the spermatid have to undergo certain changes to become an active and motile cell. So these changes which are takes place into this spermatid to become an active sperm, the process is called as the spermiogenesis. So into the process of spermiogenesis, the active sperm is formed. The spermiogenesis is a special type of the changes which are takes place into the spermatid to become an active sperm. So here the spermiogenesis, in which we can see the cell is the spermatid. So the spermatid is a simple cell having the nucleus, large nucleus, and which have the cytoplasm. Into the cytoplasm there are the cell organelles such as the Golgi complex and the centrioles. Now here the nucleus is become large, but now to change into the active sperm, the cell have to reduce its volume, so that into the nucleus, from the nucleus, the extra content or the nucleoplasm is released, or the extra water is also released from the nucleus, and from the cytoplasm the extra material is released, and so the volume is reduced. The Golgi complex, into that Golgi complex start to secrete the material. The Golgi complex start to secrete the material around, and the vacuole is formed, and the granular structure is seen at the top of the nucleus, so that it is the starting of the formation of the acrosome, and here it is covered with the plassa lemma and a granular structure which is formed, which is seen to be arranged on the anterior side of the nucleus, as well as here the another structure, that is the centriole, which is migrate towards the posterior anterior side of the nucleus. So it is the centriole. So we have the two centriole, that is the proximal centriole and the distal centriole, which are arranged themselves into perpendicular to each other. Now here from the distal centriole, there is the formation and elongation of the tail is started. So the tail is started and the axial filament is formed. And the axial filament is formed like this, and it is become elongated. It is become elongated like this. So this extra material is get rid of from the cell, and now the cell structure is become like this. So it have the change into a very specific structure, which is a flagellar structure which is formed, and the process of the change from the spermatid to active sperm, it is called as the spermiogenesis. Into this spermiogenesis, now we have the acrosome here. It is the acrosome, and into this acrosome there are the proteolytic enzymes which are secreted by the Golgi complex, and this acrosome is on the anterior side of the head. So this structure is the head, and the next structure is called as the tail. Now this behind the acrosome there is the large vacuoid nucleus. Here is the nucleus, it is the haploid nucleus, and just behind that there is the proximal centriole, and just behind that there is the distal centriole. And from this distal centriole there is the starting of the tubular structure, and it is the central tubule. So here, if you take the cross section through this tail or mid piece, we can see that there is the structure. At the center there are the two tubules, and around to that there are the 9 doublet. There are the 9 doublet. So it is the flagellar structure, and around to that there are again 9 coarse fibers. So here 9 coarse fibers, and around to that again, so here it is the axial filament. It is the axial filament. Now the mitochondria are arranged themselves. The mitochondria are arranged themselves around that of the fibrin, central axis. So these are the mitochondria which are packed around the fibrin. So this is the mitochondria which are present into the mid piece. Which are present into the mid piece. So here there are the mitochondria which are packed around that of the central axis. So after that there is the principal piece, and the last one is the end piece. So it is the process of change from the spermatid to sperm, and the process is called as the spermiogenesis. So here these sperms which are seen to be attached to the Sertoli cells. So these are the Sertoli cells, and these Sertoli cells on the so it is the lumen, and these sperms are seen to be attached with the Sertoli cells, and these Sertoli cells are providing the nourishment. These Sertoli cells are providing the nourishment to the developing sperms, and they are released later on. Once they are mature, they are released into the lumen, and from the lumen they are transported through the vas deferens when they are released. So here these cells or Sertoli cells, they are giving mechanical support as well as they are providing the nourishment to the developing cells of the spermatogenesis. So it is the total process of the spermatogenesis which can be divisible into the phase of multiplication, phase of growth, phase of maturation, and later on the spermatids develop into the sperm, the process is called as the spermiogenesis. So in the process of spermatogenesis, we get the 4 active sperm from the each of the spermatocyte or spermatogonia, so that the sperms are formed in case of the animals into the testes, and the process is called as the spermatogenesis. Thank you.